Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Wednesday, March 27th, 2024, and my name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time watching or you're coming back. Thank you very much. I see Seal here in Pennsylvania over on YouTube, as well as Angelique over on YouTube. Good morning, ladies. Hey, Linda, I think in Mansfield, yes. And Amy, good morning to you. Julie, good morning to you. And Carmen. All right, so good to see you guys. My name's Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, like I said, in Midlothian, Texas, and I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 22 years now. I normally go live on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central, but tomorrow's Thursday, and I will be going on my weekend retreat, which I've been promoting to you guys forever, so it's finally happening. We're very excited. And so I can't do my video tomorrow. So it's today on Wednesday, but normally catch me on Thursday at 9 a.m. Central. As you come onto this video, please feel free to say hi, make a comment, give a thumbs up, a subscribe, a follow, turn on notifications, all the stuff. It all helps me in my business. And for commenting on the video, you'll be entered to win the cards I'm going to make today with the Latte Love Bundle. There's a few dies missing out of here, but you'll see them later. Anyway, you'll be entered to win those cards by commenting on the video on YouTube or Facebook, live or replay, including the comments section on YouTube after the live has finished. All of that counts. And then if you share the video, comment that you shared so we can enter you again. It helps me. This is my full-time business. So thank you for helping me by supporting me in that way on social media. And also, because this is my full-time business, I offer tons of events and things that you can take advantage of. Let me real quick put this up and remind you that later today, I will add timestamps to this video on YouTube. And today is, again, March 27th, so I'll add those later today. And that will, in the description, you click more or show more, and it'll open up the full description, which has all my links and everything you need. And it will allow you to skip around to the portion of the video you want to see on replay. And then, sorry, phone call. I guess that didn't affect you guys yet. It's on my phone, which is the other camera. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Yeah, so timestamps. Okay, so good morning. Also, we've got, let me go back here. Linda, good morning in Idaho, sitting here relaxing and finishing breakfast. I love it. Denise in cold Colorado, good morning to you. Sue, good morning. Thank you so much, Sue. She said the cards we made at your onstage class are fantastic. Thank you, Sue. That was Alejandra and Mai's class with the same suite we're using today, the Latte Love. I keep getting the name mixed up in my head, but anyway. V, good morning to you. Marcia, good morning. Mary Jo, good morning. Good to see you. Marcia, reminding you guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up next to the live chat over on YouTube. Thank you, Marcia. Marcia's always so supportive. And Marcia says, good morning to all the friendly crafters. Sue, good morning in Midlothian, VA. I'm in Midlothian, Texas, as you probably know, Sue, so that's cool. Amy, yes, Amy, this bundle is so cute, and I don't think you need to be to drink coffee to want this bundle and sweet. I think it doesn't matter. Rosemary in sunny Long Island, love it. Linda, thank you, Linda. Yes, I think we will enjoy the retreat Thanks for sharing, Linda. Sandy, good morning from cold, windy Marshville, Wisconsin. Lori, love the bundle, but don't like coffee. Exactly. I don't think it matters personally. I just think it's super cute. I do like coffee, but I don't drink coffee. So, and I still use it. Like, it's super cute. And who doesn't give Starbucks gift cards to all their friends? So there you go. Amy, thanks for sharing. Sorry, I'm really catching up here on the comments. Jackie, good morning. And let me see here. Lori in Minnesota liked and shared. Thank you, Lori. Angelique, am I feeling better? Yes. Does my voice still sound weird? To me, it does. Everything's moved into the nose and head area, but I do feel like today is a turning point. Knock on wood. Let's hope it stays this way. I still have a little bit of a cough and dry throat, I guess. Anyway, I've been sick since last Monday, everybody, but I'm getting better. Gail, good morning in northern Minnesota. Janet in North Carolina. Alma, watching the grandbaby today, so you may have to leave early. No problem. Good to see you though, Alma. Julie, good morning. Thanks for sharing. France, good morning. Julie doesn't like coffee or the flavor. I do like the flavor of coffee. And Linda says, me too. I do like the flavor of coffee. I just don't drink it because I think it messes with me. But anyway, all right. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to talk about my events, but I think it'll be shorter today because we're just ending a lot of registrations and I haven't set up the new ones yet. But I'm going to briefly mention my events because, again, this is my full-time business. So I want to tell you what's going on. I offer tons of events anyone in the United States can take. They're all offered to go. They're going to include your PDF tutorial with detailed instructions. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated in the class description. You will cut your own designer paper and kit components. Anyone in the US can take my classes, but tutorials only are available to anyone in the world, and those are during the class registration process. You sign up for the tutorials only. So each month I do 4 classes every single month: card, scrapbook, Stamp-A-Stack, and sampler. Anyone can take these anywhere in the US. If you are local, they are offered in person, and in April, it will be April 20th in person or mailed April 22nd. I will be announcing the product I'm using by April 1st, and I just haven't had time to look at it yet. I think I actually picked it already, but that's on a separate list that's over here, and I've been very busy with retreat and my classes last week, which were these 4. Anyway, so card class, 4 cards for $20 free with a $20 order is coming up. Scrapbook class, 3 12 by 12 pages for $20 free with a $20 order. Also, both of those are clubs you can join. And then I have my 2 subscription clubs, Sampler and Stamp-A-Stack. They are each $37 or only $35 if you subscribe. And they include over $20 in merchandise. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You just cut your designer paper that's included with the fee. And after 6 consecutive months of being a club member, you get a gift from me. So check out the info in this video right now about the clubs in the description. And if you don't want to join the club, you can just wait until April 1st when my class registration link comes out. You'll just pay $2 more than club members to take those classes. Again, I'll announce the products I'm using coming soon. And then also coming soon are lots of events. The new catalog kickoff. Has anyone maybe seen this? This is the new catalog from Stampin' Up. It starts in May. Demonstrators can order from it April 2nd. If you're not a demonstrator, you should consider joining my team. We have lots of perks. I have them all listed over on my blog. Well, that's probably not all of them, but I have a lot of perks listed over on my blog. Like, you get all my tutorials. I just uploaded the retreat tutorials to the Facebook group today for my team. So you get all my tutorials. You get weekly trainings if you choose to participate. You don't have to do anything, of course, so you don't have to sell or buy or whatever. You can participate in card swaps, monthly gatherings. We have a team Zoom crafting night every month. We have one coming up April 3rd. We just get together on Zoom and craft and talk, and we'll probably be discussing this beauty right here on April 3rd, I'm sure, because all demonstrators can see it online now, and we've all been mailed one. It's on the way. I just got mine early because I went to On Stage. Anyone who did that, that was a perk to get your catalog early. Anyway, of course, we get a discount on our purchases, all the stuff. So check it out. You can go to my blog, stamптherapist.com, and read all those perks. And let me know if you have any questions. But April 2nd, you can get this stuff in your starter kit, and not everything, just select items. And April 9th, when the sale starts with the retiring products, of course, we get our discount on top of sale prices. Okay. So, new catalog though, I am having a kickoff event coming up in June, so that will be announced soon. My paper share party with Alejandra. You'll get a sampling of all the new papers and ribbons from this new catalog. That's coming out soon. Bingo is coming out soon, and Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. All of these things are coming. I'm hoping by April 1st, but that's knock on wood. I'll get as many out as I can because there's a lot of administrative work that goes into setting those events up. Actually, paper share probably won't be by April 1st because we have to do all the math and see what all the new papers are, etc. So anyway, it's coming though. It's definitely coming. It's definitely happening. There's a date. I'll get all that info out to you guys. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Angelique. Lori in Illinois, first time catching me live. Thank you for watching, Lori. V, coffee is the nectar of life. See, that's most people. I love it. Hey, Liz, good morning to you. Janet, good morning. Worship from Santa Clara, California. Good morning, Janet. Yeah, about the coffee. I have a lot of friends who are like, they can't function without coffee. It's the don't speak to me before I've had my coffee kind of deal. Okay, so in-person retreats, we have April and I have more coming up, but we're having our retreat literally tomorrow for March. We have one in June that is sold out. So the future retreat dates and registration links will be coming out soon. So watch for those. Make sure you join the Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group. I'll have a link to it here in this video description down here on YouTube, up here on Facebook. And it'll have the link to join that Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group so you can get informed first about our upcoming retreats. But anyway, you can sign up for the crafting cruise right now. It is at the very end of January 26th through February 2nd, 2025. Here's some pictures from our last crafting cruise this past January, February. They get lots of gifts and a shirt. There's awesome people you get to meet and craft with. There are swaps you can participate in, snacking. Of course, all your meals are provided on the ship. You get a bag. You get to meet all these fun people. You get your own half a table to crop on and separate class tables to complete your class projects. I think those are all the pictures, but let me make sure. Yes. So that is another event that you can register for right now. We get a group rate with our travel agent, which is going to beat any Royal Caribbean special. It'll be the best deal. And anyone can take advantage of that group rate. So bring your friends, bring your family, bring family reunion, whatever, on our group rate. And the crafting portion is completely optional. So anyone can take advantage of that group rate, even if they have nothing to do with us. They just have to register through that link. And of course, again, info in this video right now. Links. If you have any other questions on that, let me know. The crafting portion, by the way, includes 6 full classes. You make tons of projects. Linda. Oh, beautiful content. I mean, beautiful catalog. Eager to see the content. Yes, Linda. Okay, so I'm going to have links. Well, it says links in my 1 o'clock email, but I don't have a lot of links set up yet. But anyway, I'll send out an email at 1 o'clock today. So make sure you're on my email list, and that will wrap up this video and give you a link over to the blog post where I post all the pictures and measurements and recipe cards and supply lists and all that stuff. So make sure you're on my email list. And then in the future, you'll get the emails like on April 1st about my upcoming events for April and so on. Okay, so y'all know it's retiring time. Last week on the video, all I did was go over every single item retiring from these two catalogs. So go check that out if you missed it. It is a very long video, but I've heard it was helpful and informative. You can also, like on YouTube, I think you can speed up and watch videos faster, where it'll make me talk faster like this. Anyway, save you some time there. But basically everything I told you about is while supplies last as of now. Some items have sold out. Let me look real quick. Let me find this page on my computer or website. I feel like I'm talking low today because of my sickness. Can you all hear me okay? Okay, inventory. Let me look real quick. Some items. Sorry, I have to go back to the top. Discontinued. Parakeet Party Classic Ink Refill sold out. The list isn't even official yet, and it's sold out. New color core cardstock, 8.5 by 11 and 12 by 12, sold out. Very vanilla thick. Basics embossing powders, that's different. Those are coming back. We just have a new manufacturer, so don't stress on that. 2022 to 24 in color pearls, and the stripes and splatters embossing folder. So the point is, if you saw something on that list that you need, you might not want to wait until the sale starts April 9th because people are buying those items now. But anything discounted, the sale won't go into effect until April 9th, but and then it's definitely while supplies last. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know. Okay, thank you, Stella. I do sound deeper than normal, but you can hear me. I love it. Yes, Linda, Stamp Stack's on the way. Yes, all the classes were mailed Monday for last month. Y'all saw Brittany helping me, right? Helping me package that up. She was so helpful. Okay, so we have the retiring list. Also, we have online exclusives, which are technically while supplies last, which is what I'm using today, Latte Love, and a Little Latte designer paper while supplies last over in the online exclusives. Don't forget there's going to be some small price increases in the new catalog on a few products. So you may want to stock up on some envelopes, some white cardstock, any cardstock, die cut machines and plates, memento and stays on ink pads and refills, punches, Tombow glue and glue dots, watercolor pencils, blender pens. Those are just a few of the items that have some slight price increases, which we all know everywhere has price increases. So that is normal. Okay, so I think I'm ready to point the camera down. I will tell you about my online ordering special, and then we will get started. I did need to wipe something off of my glass mat. I don't even know what these, I literally am writing notes on my glass mat, which you can't get right now, but with Sharpie, just like jotting notes down, but they don't affect this video. So let me point the camera down, let you get another little good look at this catalog. I'm going to wipe this off here with hand sanitizer. I just squirted on there. 30 plus 2. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Hopefully I don't need this note. Okay, so I just left this here, to tease you that if you don't have yours yet, I have mine. This gorgeous catalog. Okay, so when you place an order with me in the month of March, which is almost over, March is almost over, You're going to get a free, if it's $25 or more, and you use the monthly host code, you're going to get a free class packet mailed to you to make these 4 cards. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we can for you, and you will stamp and assemble with your stamps at home. Let me get my graphic for this one. Oh my gosh, where is it? Okay, so use the host code. 25 or more gets you the free class packet. 50 or more gets you the free full in color jute trim. Use the host code. If you go over 150 before tax and shipping, don't use that host code. You'll still get all the free stuff from me, plus at least $15 in free merchandise from Stampin' Up. And these kits are mailed in April. So these are the 4 cards. I made 3 of them on a previous video, so please feel free to go check that out. Here's the jute trim. It's those current in colors that are staying. And yeah, I think they're awesome personally. It is the Thoughtful Expressions bundle. The dies are currently sold out, and we think they're coming back temporarily because they are retiring, but it's not sure. I'm not sure. So anyway, I don't know. I even asked Stampin' Up this morning, and they said they don't know. So that's my free class for March. I'll have a new one in April, of course. I also want to show some cards I've received in the mail recently. So here is from Angelique. Look, she made a Britty card. Thank you, Angel. So cute. I highly appreciate it. And she just wrote a cute little note in there with a little cat paw print. I love the design of this card, by the way. See the vellum insert right there? By the way, vellum is retiring, and while supplies last, vellum cardstock. Anyway, thank you, Angel. And then this one is from Helen. Gorgeous card. I remember this set was a celebration set. And it was her, what did she say? No one does it better about the cruise. So just FYI, no, I'm just kidding. But it was a cruise thank you card, and thank you, Helen. Helen is awesome, of course. This one is from Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. She brought me some money and left this in my basket outside. Thank you, Sandy. And then last but not least is from Brenda Feldbush. So there's the front of the card, and it's one of those fold-up cards where you can rest it and display this in your home. So very pretty. And she wrote me a little note on the back. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. Awesome. So thanks for all the cards, everybody. Y'all are awesome. Okay, for today's projects, we are using the Latte Love Bundle and a Little Latte 12 by 12 designer paper. Again, these are found in the online store. So if you aren't up to date on the online store, you're going to want to get up to date on it. You can go to my website, Jennifer's with an S.stampinup.net, or you can go to my blog, stamptherapist.com, and then go to my website from there. So stamptherapist.com is right there. And I'll put a link to that tomorrow, by the way, in this video up in the corner on YouTube. Anyway, wine, because there's tons of product there that you can only find there. Anyone can order it. You know, some of you send me your orders and I place them for you. I can still do that for you, but you have to view it there to see what you want. Okay, does that make sense? Not everything is going to be in the catalogs anymore. This allows Stampin' Up! To broaden their offering. You know, a catalog gets printed one time a year. So if we can't add new product except one time a year, boring. Now they can add stuff whenever they want, but also they can take it away whenever they want. So these are while supplies last. So make sure you are going to my website, Jennifer's with an S. Let me write it down with my little Sharpie skills here. Why is it Jennifer's with an S? Because Jennifer was already taken within 5 seconds of them starting websites. I can't talk and write. Jennifer's, oh my gosh, net with an S, .stampinup.net. That's my online store, and that's where you can click online exclusives and shop all this stuff. Okay, so Latte Love, it is a photopolymer stamp set, 15 stamps. We have a coffee mug. Let's see if these are actual size. On the front, we have a coffee mug, which is 1 3/4 inches tall. It's got little lines drawn on the front, so you can color them in or not. 1 3/4. They're not really stripes; they're just lines, like it's beveled or something. And the top of it is open, where you can stamp a little coffee image inside there, like the liquid, or color it again, watercolor, whatever blends, y'all know. Then we have a more round mug that is 1 3/4 inches circle, and it's the top of the mug. So a handle on one side, and the top, it's outline again, so you can color in the edges of the mug if you want. And then there's 2 images to go inside there to create your liquid. Just like how they make the fancy coffee shops where they put the cream in there and they make a heart or a leaf or whatever pattern. So we have a heart one and a leaf one to go inside there. They're circles. By the way, there's a die for that circle, die for each mug. There's a coffee ring stained, like a double coffee ring stain image, a coffee splatter image with 3 drops of coffee kind of splattering out on your table, a 4-bean coffee image, steam coming off of your coffee image, a spoon, a single coffee bean, and then we have hello there, let's catch up. Thanks so much. This one's on me, and you're the best part of my day. So I think this is the best coffee set we've ever had with Stampin' Up. I don't know what y'all think. Yes. Let me see who said this. Cindy, I love that set. I bought it all. Same, Cindy. There actually was more product in this suite when it came out that is temporarily not available. So I'm just not showing it today, but it's coming back. And when you can get it, there's some cute little gems and ribbon. Okay, the dies, you get 20 dies. You can, of course, cut out all those stamped, most of those stamped images. Is there one for the steam? There's not one for the steam. But there's one for the 3 different coffee inside pieces. Each cup, the 3 beans, the single bean. There's 3 dies for the single bean, 2 dies for 4 beans, sorry, for the 4 beans. I think that's it. And the circles, of course. Yeah. So I think that's it and the spoon. Sorry. And the spoon. And then they have all these standalone dies. You can make a coffee press and a regular coffee pot. 2 small mugs, which they call espresso mugs. The filler again inside of those little mugs to put the coffee or liquid in there. So it's just an amazing set of dies. And I have samples to show you guys after with the stuff I didn't use today to show you. I just got to remember to show these 2. I have 2 stacks of samples. Anyway, to show you maybe how to put together, for example, the coffee pot, which I'm not using today. The reason these dies are separate is not necessarily because of my video today. It's because this is a tub for my scrapbook class this month that, thank goodness, nobody has it checked out today. So I will be putting this back together after this video for my customers who check out these supplies from my house. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Yes, Angelique, this is one of your favorite sweets. I love it. I'm going to get started with card number 1. And by the way, I've mentioned this already, that I've been very busy this week and last week, and I've been sick. These are very simple cards today, in my opinion. So that's the deal with that. Love Mary Jo. I have a coffee addiction. Also love class at Onstage, using cards from your and Allie's classes for upcoming display at my catalog kickoff. I love it, Mary Jo. Yes, I love to use like swaps I've received and other class projects to display at my own events. Oh gosh, I just thought of something and I lost my train of thought. Something about the coffee, Mary Jo. Oh, the gifts. I don't know if I have them from the onstage, but we made these really cute coordinating coffee gifts. I'm trying to look around this room where it would be. I don't know where mine are. But we made these really cute gifts. If you go to stamptherapist.com, where is it? Right there. Boom. Click on my Amazon links, and then you have to click the link to go to my Amazon store because Amazon messed up all my pictures. You will see these little bags that say the perfect blend that we gave coffee cakes inside, Hostess coffee cakes, 2 of them. And these little coffee cups that they're just like this tall. So they're perfect to give as a gift if you have a coffee class or event coming up. And we put candy inside. I don't know where mine is. Like I said, I'm glancing around this room, but it's a hot mess right now. And we just decorated the top of that. So anyway, okay, there we go. Let's get started. This is card number 1. Card number 1. I'm going to have a basic white card base, 5.5 inches by 8.5. And I'm going to fold it in half with the bone folder. This is just your normal half sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So you get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper, and they both will fit into the invitation size envelope, which is the Stampin' Up! Medium envelopes. We have white, clear, and vanilla, but I think vanilla is retiring. So again, stock up on that now because the quality of our envelopes is amazing. It's the paper, it doesn't feel yucky on your hands. Beveled or whatever this is called, the curved edges on the envelope flaps, they're just really nice. My favorite ones are these clear ones though. That's all I use. And you have those as well. Okay, so card number 1 is going to be portrait. So I'll have my card base going portrait, but I'll set that aside. And then my next layer is Calypso Coral. And I will have all these measurements for you guys at 11 a.m. Central over on the blog, stamptherapist.com, all the measurements. And then the next layer is this. Oh, I meant to show this paper before. And I'm pretty sure I showed this on a previous video, but I don't know. Anyway, this is a Little Latte designer paper. I have a piece of it there. But first of all, based on the onstage latte event that Alejandra and I had, I know that there should be 29 cups, full cups on this sheet right here that you can die cut out. 29 full ones. There's partial ones as well on the edges, but I did not count those. Just loosely cut around these, and they do fit the die. Now, these it's a pecan pie background, and then it's the same exact size and shape cup as the mug that you get the view from the top in the stamp set. But each mug is a different color, either Lost Lagoon, Calypso Coral, or Lemon Lolly. And then they have different, I don't know what you call this, but patterns, I guess, on the inside with the creamer. Hearts, leaves, stars, other kinds of hearts, and some just don't have a pattern inside. They just have like a little bit of cream mixed in. So that's one. And then on the back this is like a sheet where you really want to use both sides, and it tears you up to use one side or the other, because on the back side it's a white background with pecan pie little coffee rings and splatters all over it. It's a great background for this set. Okay, then we have this one, which is a white sheet with early espresso coffee beans all over it. You've got the single beans and the 4, and yes, they fit the dies. So you can cut these out. I actually die cut a set out for one of my cards today, so you'll see that. You just have to turn this until it fits, but it will fit. Anyway, so you can die cut these out, or it makes a great background. And then on the back is my favorite. I love this plaid. It's like petal pink, Calypso Coral, Lemon Lolly, and some really skinny Lost Lagoon. So all of the plaid stripes, I guess, are different thicknesses. And the basic background is petal pink, and then you have those stripes of yellow, coral, petal pink, and Lost Lagoon. So I love that one. Then we have this sheet, which I got to confuse some people at scrapbook class this weekend. These don't fit the dies, but it's a sheet of more coffee cups. Do not fit the dies. Hello, Brittany. Um, you have to hand cut these out, which I have done for this card. So you basically have 3 different mug designs on this sheet. A lemon lolly one that's the largest one, like a big old mug. A calypso coral one. Let's just let her get it out of her system. That, I don't know what kind of mug you call this, but it's real short and thick. And then last but not least, this Lost Lagoon mug, which is shaped like a spaceship mug. I don't know what that shape is. Honestly, it's not my favorite. Has anyone used it? It's like a little spaceship mug, but it's Lost Lagoon and it's still cute. It's just different. And then the background is, these are all separate in a kind of distributed pattern. So you can use it as a background or cut them out by hand. And then in the background, sorry, is pecan pie with little early espresso coffee beans in between. The back is just a really small, very tiny pattern, like 1/4 inch or less. Mugs, spoons, and beans, just an even pattern all over of those. But they're going different directions. So it's like a random even pattern. Okay, then we have this sheet, which is coffee. That's a dark pecan pie background with early espresso, larger splatters all over. Really nice background. And then this one, which is Lost Lagoon with sort of painted white and Lost Lagoon stripes all going in one direction, about a 1/2 inch or so apart. Some of them are more like literally like a paintbrush where it's a little, you didn't paint it fully, so it's got some texture and stuff. It's really pretty. This one, also one of my favorites. It's a petal pink and really light pecan pie and white swirly background. So it can look like literal coffee, like you can use it to fill your cups. Or it can just be a background. If people don't know it's coffee related, it's just a background. Anyways, it's just super pretty. And then the back, another favorite. Like this whole thing of paper is gorgeous. So this is a white background with a super light sort of pecan crumb cake-ish swirl pattern on it. Very light, subtle. And then going down in stripes about a 1/2 inch apart from each other is the thing where you do a heart and then you pull a line through it. And so all the hearts are connected as rows of hearts going each direction. And I'm going to use both of these on cards today as well. And last but not least, we have a darker coffee. So it's a dark pecan pie background with marble type early espresso all over it. So it looks like liquid. And then last but not least, truly is a calypso coral piece. Oh, goodness. With white coffee beans all over it. I believe these are much smaller than the other ones. Do not fit the dies. Yeah, much smaller scale. They're just white, like a background. Okay, so sorry that took so long. I meant to do that before I started that card, but I forgot, of course. Okay, had to get rid of the cat. So back to the card number 1. I am using the designer paper for this card. It's a full front sheet piece that is the white with really light swirls in the background and then the hearts lines going across. Okay, next up is a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. It's probably 1 1/4 or so, but I'll have that measurement on the blog at 11 a.m. Central. And it's going to go across. This is, again, a portrait card. It's going to go across the center. And it has been embossed with the sadly retiring painted texture. No, is this retiring? Actually, I think it's not. I think it's going to an online exclusive, which means it is technically going to be while supplies last. So they can do whatever they want with it. Let me check that list real quick. Painted texture. Yeah, going to online exclusive. So in the new catalog, you'll only find it in the online store. Anyway, it's a great embossing folder, and I'm glad it's not actually retiring. Okay, so got that. This little beauty here is brand new. It's a circle. It is 2 3/4 inches, and on the edges, it's a die cut. It's basic white. On the edges, it's like I don't know what the word is for these, but it's lines like cut into it. You can actually see, if you have this in person, you can see through these little cut lines, just row after row after row. There's probably a word for that. What am I looking for? These dies to show you. These are coming out in the new catalog, or demonstrators can order them April 2nd. They're called Spotlight on Nature. There is a stamp set there they will be bundled with. And here are all the circle dies. So some of them are this pattern that I just showed you with these lines cut around the edges. And some have actual patterns cut. So when you die cut it out, all these little pieces are going to fall out and have the holes in them. So tons of circles there, tons of sizes. Spotlight on Nature. You get it April 2nd if you're a demonstrator or you want to join on the team. Yes, Stacy, Painted Texture is an online exclusive now. Thank you. And this piece of DSP has a kitty cat pattern. Janet, I missed it. Stella, good morning. Everybody's saying hi to you, Brittany. She went over to her table now. Good. You didn't know about the beans fitting. Let me see who said that. So now you'll know, yes, Cindy, that you can die cut those out. I think I saw that on a Stampin' Up video or something. Like, I didn't figure it out myself. So no credit to me. Yes, Janet, love the circles. The circle die, V says, looks like a restaurant coffee coaster. Yes, it kind of definitely. It definitely looks like a coaster. Good description. Debbie, good morning. Yes, so nice and sunny. Our weather here keeps going back and forth. Cold, hot, cold, hot. Okay, last but not least, I have a tiny little, not tiny, but a little label here. It's an oval, and this is from my mini pocket envelope dies. They are currently an online exclusive, or technically they're just in the online store, but whatever. I don't know what they are. They're only found online, and it makes this little pocket, but I love these two. There's a tag. Oh, darn it. I'm going to cut that tag for the next card just so y'all can see. We can see if we like it better. I was like, where is a little tag that we sell? And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't think. Tag die for my, I think, second card. I'm going to cut that for that card and see how we like it. But anyway, mini pocket envelope dies. Get them just for this label. It fits so many words. And I don't know when it's going to ever sell out. Okay, good, Julie. I'm glad that helped for me to show these dies. Okay, so this card, let's get going. I, as a reminder, hand cut out the Lemon Lolly and the Calypso Coral mugs. And then for my stamping, this card is going to say, "You're the best part of my day." And then I'm also going to stamp some splatter. So I'm going to use Pecan Pie ink. And grab a scratch paper here. Okay, so I'm going to stamp "You're the best part of my day" on this little approximately 1.5 inch wide oval that has stitch marks on it, and it's in Calypso Coral. And I'm stamping that in Pecan Pie ink. And it's "You're the" in typewriter print. Below that, "best part" in a pretty font, cursive. And then below that, "of my day" in typewriter. And then I'm going to stamp this little splatter image. Ignore the fact that it says Versamark. That's for my club. Ink it up in Pecan Pie, stamp it off onto scratch paper, and stamp it on the edge of this coaster. Let's call it a coaster. And then repeat that again. So I'm just putting a couple of splatters on there, kind of across from each other. And the point of those is to show on either side of where I place the mugs. That's all the stamping I have to do for this card. Next, we will assemble. I did stamp off on that splatter both times. For most cases, when I've been using this, I like the splatter stamped off. It looks more like a real coffee stain to me, but you know, whatever. You can do what you want. I'm also going to use some linen thread on this card. Okay, so my Stampin' seal. I will attach the designer paper, the large designer paper, to the Calypso coral. And then attach that to my card base. You don't need a ton of Stampin' seal. It's a really strong adhesive. None of my cards fall apart. Okay, so there's that. And then this Calypso coral strip will go across the center. It's been embossed, like I said, painted texture. And it's measurements on the blog, 11 a.m. Central. Okay, then I did attach the circle flat, but before I do that, I do want to put these mugs on here just to make sure I get these splatters where I want them. Okay, so I'm going to place the lemon. Actually, I'm placing both mugs, lemon and coral, with dimensionals. I'm using my mini Stampin' Dimensionals just because they're my favorite. And I'm placing the lemon mug, which is the larger one, toward the top right, and it will hang off the top of the circle. And then the coral over here on the bottom left, overlapping the lemon mug, and they're just at different angles. Something like that. And then I knew I was going to place them there, so I stamped the splatters on the two opposite sides where there's openings. And then you could also just use your mugs as a guide, by the way, for that, to know, okay, I'm going to lay my mugs here, and now I can see where I want splatter. This circle will be flat right in the middle of the card. My greeting will be on Stampin' Dimensionals, and it's going to go down here to the bottom right, partly on the circle, partly on the coral card, partly hanging down onto the card, the rest of the card, I should say. And then I just need a bow, and this card will be finished. So again, these cards are not super complicated today. And not that they're not, like, you know, nothing, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to use my linen thread and make a double bow. So what I do is fold it over onto itself, so I have 2 strings. But this is just, for me, for linen thread, I just do regular bows. I don't do bunny ear bows. It just doesn't work for me. It's too skinny and my hands get confused. So I'm just have the 2 strings. I'm going to make a regular bow. And then, of course, fix it like always. Any kind of bow I make never comes out perfect the first time. And then I will trim this down. Or trim, you know what I mean, trim the ends off. So it's a little double bow. I keep turning my little heater off and on. It's not cold. I don't even know. It says it's 50 degrees today. Right now, I mean, here in Texas. But it's going to be, I forgot what the temperature is going to be today, but it's going to be kind of warm. Not cold, we should say. But whatever, it's kind of chilly in this room I'm in. Okay, mini glue dot, fold the paper backward so that it's nice and flat. You can press really hard into the cardboard there, peel that off, and this bow is going to go in the left corner of my greeting. And that is it. Nice, simple coffee card. You're the best part of my day. That could be for a coworker, a spouse, partner, friend, whoever you want. Hey, Corinne, thanks for sharing. Cute cards, love the mugs. Agree. Let me see who said, I can't read the name. Landa, no problem. I'm sure you're probably busy this morning, Landa. There's the original. If you'd like a chance to win these cards, all you have to do is make a comment on the video. You can say anything you want. You can ask a question, say hi to your friends, say you dislike something. It'll still get you entered. And then if you share the video, comment that you shared so you'll be entered for a second chance to win. Okay, here's card number 2. Card number 2. This one has some scoring on it, so I'll tell you about that. And this is where I was going to use a punch, but I'm going to try this die. So let me die cut it real quick, just off camera. And I'll show you the difference between the two, and we'll see which one we like. I did want a tag, like I said, but I didn't even look in that one set of dice. So it's a cute little tag. Which this was from the mini pocket envelope dies. Let me put it back now. These dies right here that are found in the online store. Again, I would get them just for all the other elements. Of course, the mini pocket is super cute, and it does hold a gift card, by the way. But you know, there we go. Okay, so this card is 4 1/4. I'm gonna have to measure it because I have the measurements on the blog, but I did not write them down for myself. 4 1/4 inches by 10 1/2. And then it is scored at, this is how I wrote it in the directions, 2 1/4 and 5. You could measure it from the other side and say something different, like it's scored at 5 1/2 and 8 1/4. But I wrote it this way, 2 1/4 and 5. It's the same difference. So scoring is where you use your paper cutter and make these lines to tell you where to fold. Now, bone folder. So I'm going to fold. This will be a landscape card, and you heard it was 4 1/4 inches tall, so it's going to go long ways like this. And then the second score mark is going to get folded to the inside of the card. So this is the front of the card. It opens from the left. There's a pocket on the inside on the left, and then you have this big section on the right. And I'm just using the bone folder to make those creases a little more firm. Okay, then my other pieces, I have a piece of basic white to go inside the card. Kind of like my Z fold cards. It's 4 by 5 1/4, and it will show on that right side there. Then I have a piece of the designer paper. It's the Lost Lagoon with the white stripes to go on the front left flap. Measurements blog 11 a.m. Central. Then I have a little bit shorter piece of Lost Lagoon stripe designer paper to go on the inside flap. Then I have a piece of the back of that paper, which is the dark pecan pie with dark early espresso splatters all over it. And that is a little strip. It's like 1 1/4 by 4. And it's going to go over here on the right side of this white piece on the inside. Okay. I have a 3/4 by 4 1/4 strip of pecan pie cardstock. And then this is approximately a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 of this designer paper that I used on the first card that has the hearts that make a row, and like you drug a paintbrush through the center of the hearts to connect them as a line. So when you trim this down, it ends up being about a 1/2 inch, and that's going to go right in the center of this pecan cardstock. However, if it's not 1/2 inch, if it's a little less or bigger, it's fine. And then we have this little tag, which I'm going to do something with. I did pre-stamp for this card due to, I'm trying to make this video be a little quicker today because I'm going to pack for my entire retreat today. I've got a lot to do. So I stamped this mug right here, the one that is the open top round mug. I stamped it twice on Lost Lagoon cardstock, which I don't have a scrap of here, but I do like to just give you that visual. I stamped it in early espresso. And so let me just stamp it real quick on this Calypso coral. You can make your cups any color you want. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard on the ink pads. Nice and firm. And this is photopolymer. So if you don't have a really hard stamping surface, get a foam mat, a glass mat, something under it to make it stamp well. But a flexible plastic, bumpy, uneven table is, you're not going to get as good an image with photopolymer stamps. Okay, so I did that and then die cut them out, but I stamped them on Lost Lagoon. And then on basic white, I stamped, and you could go with the hearts for the inside of the coffee or the leaf pattern. I just like the heart one a lot. There's a leaf pattern. And I stamped that, not in this color, in pecan pie ink on basic white cardstock. Now this is one where it's really going to make a difference if you don't have a good stamping surface because it's super solid. So again, tap, tap, tap. That's how you get the most ink on your stamp. Hold it down firm for a few seconds on a nice flat surface. We also have our Stampin' Pierce mat, by the way, which is only $5 to stamp on. And then I die cut those out. This color lightens as it dries. This is the same exact ink pad I used for this one. Mine anyway, lightens as it dries. Pecan pie. And it lightens in a good way. It looks like coffee now. Coffee with cream, I should say. Okay. And then on this little tag, I'm going to stamp. This one's on me. This one's on me. Ooh, this tag is tiny. Oh, it does fit perfect. Oh my gosh. Now, what I did yesterday, because I couldn't think of a tag we sold, is I stamped it. So this one's on me is all typewriter print. This one's, and then on me below it. So it's really tiny. This is like 3/4 of an inch wide by 1/2 inch tall. I use the Best Label Punch, which is retiring. It is also super cute, and you can stamp first and then punch it out. And that looks cute as well, but I really like the tag. I wanted to tie the tag to a coffee cup, but I gave up that idea because I didn't think of this. Anyway, so we'll see. Okay, Lost Lagoon, this one's on me. What's next? Brenda, I love it. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Corinne. Thank you, Angelique. I forgot to look at the comments after I showed the cards, as usual. Love the tag. I agree. Okay, so what I want to do first, take all this apart. Just so I don't forget, I'm going to attach this slightly smaller piece of designer paper to the inside flap. It's the Lagoon Stripes. So that I'm calling it inside because we fold it over and it goes inside the card. And then I'm going to take a nice retired punch, 1 inch circle. You could use a 3/4 inch, a 1 inch, a 1 1/4, whatever. And I'm going to punch a notch. So glue your designer paper first and then punch about half or a little less than half of a circle. You can also die cut that, whatever works for you. But get that on there. Let me see. Okay, then I'm going to use tear and tape. This is an amazing adhesive when you're doing boxes and things that are going to have pressure put on them and you don't want them to come apart. So it's called tear and tape for a reason. You don't need to cut it with scissors. You can just tear it, but it's super strong. So I'm putting it on the left and right sides of the inside of this flap, left and right on the inside to make a pocket. And then, by the way, my tip, which I don't know why everybody doesn't do this. My tip on tear and tape is press it down, take your thumbnail, go right in the middle, and it comes right up. Right in the middle of that strip. Don't go to either end. That's not where you go. Right in the middle, thumbnail, it comes right up. See how fast that was? I didn't pre-prepare that. And then, oh my gosh. We'll just press it down so it'll stay. And now when you open this card, you have a little pocket to put in a little gift card in there, maybe a Starbucks card. Okay, now we're going to decorate the front. This, again, pretty simple. So I have this larger piece of designer paper with a Lost Lagoon with stripes. Come on. Are you leaving again?
No,
I'm on the video. But are you leaving again?
No, I'm done for the day, so I can do your guest.
Okay. Everybody, Scott came home and he said he was going to be gone for like 10 hours. And so I'm like, what's happening?
Do not listen. That's okay.
Okay, it's fine. Anyway, back to the card. Okay, so I attached the designer paper to the front. I don't think I said it, but I attached the white to the inside. Now I'm going to attach the splatter designer paper to the almost all the way to the right of this white piece, but not quite all the way. So there'll be a nice little white stripe there, about 1/8 of an inch. Now let me attach where I lost it. Grab my silicone sheet in case I go off the edges of my little strip here of the heart designer paper. And I'm going to attach the hearts to the 3/4 inch pecan pie cardstock. And then put adhesive on the back of that. This is 4 1/4 inches tall. So I'm going to put it over here toward the left front on this front left flap, but not all the way to the left. So you get some designer paper on the left and obviously the Lost Lagoon on the left. Then we're going to add our coffee mugs and the heart coffee to go inside. Actually, I need to add the mugs first because I have this weird thing. I'll explain it in a second. Probably just a me thing. Yay, Angelique. Try it with the tear and tape. I swear, I see people struggling and I'll just be looking at them. I'm like, don't do it that way. What am I looking for? Dimensionals. So yeah, try it, but give it a press because otherwise, if it's not pressed down good, the paper, either way, it doesn't release good. Where are these dimensionals? However you applied it. Here we go. But yeah, go thumbnail straight in the middle. The only problem might be if you have thick nails, which mine are super thin, but then you could still go straight to the middle with your tools as well. Okay, so I'm going to add 3 Stampin' Dimensionals on each mug. And then I'm going to put these on here at an angle. One, they're going on this left front flap. One kind of with the handle pointing off to the top left, and one with the handle kind of pointing to the right. They're a little bit offset from each other, and this handle's hanging off the edge of that right side a tiny bit. And then I'm going to add more dimensionals to my the coffee part with the heart on it, the liquid. Just a couple on each one. And I just have this weird thing where I want the hearts or the leaves going straight up and down on the card, not in line with the handle of the mug. So that's why I put the coffee mugs down first and then attach the hearts so that they can go straight up and down. If you want them to be in line with the mugs, put them on first. Okay, that's pretty much the card. But this one's on me is for the inside, where they're going to get their Starbucks card or whatever coffee you use. So now that I have the tag as I had dreamed of in the first place, I'm going to see about tying a little linen through it. And I had die cut a mug, but I don't know, this still might be too big. Let me just see. Not that one. Ugh, I don't know what I'll do on the inside, but let me just look at this. I had thought like a little mug right here with this tag tied to it could be cute on the inside. What do y'all think? I think it'll be okay. Let me stamp. Let me grab my stamp. Hold on. I don't usually change cards as I'm demoing. Whatever. Okay. Here's so this mug is the taller full mug. from the stamp set. I had stamped it on Lost Lagoon and die cut it out, and now I'm going to stamp the little pointy oval shape liquid inside it in pecan pie. Because I don't like how it looks with being empty on the inside, but anyway. Okay, I threaded the linen thread through this tag, and I'm going to thread that through the hole in the handle on the mug and then tie this in a little bow. And this one will be the one you have a chance to win. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? If you win by commenting on this video or sharing it and commenting that you shared to win these cards. That works on replay as well, by the way. I didn't make that long enough. Hold on. Okay, how's the comments going? I like it with the mug. Thank you, Betsy. Going to come back and finish later. Love a gift card holder. And stamping away. What am I doing? On die cut paper, I'm putting it in the holder section. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Donna. I needed to give myself more linen thread to work with to tie this bow. And I unthreaded it, of course. Okay, just a regular bow. Like I said, I don't do bunny ears. Plus, I'm tying it around the handle. So I do bunny ears, but not with thread, I should say. Okay. We'll adjust that in a moment. This one's on me. I'm going to put it flat because I don't want to bump up the inside of the card. You don't want it to where it's going to get folded up when they close it. I probably should. No, you can't glue the tag down because then it'll interfere with the pocket. That was my dream yesterday, but I couldn't make it work with the other tag. So let me show you the other tag. And I also decided later that it should not be facing this direction. But I glued it down hard, that it should be facing this way. But anyway, here's the original. I also don't have a Starbucks gift card in the house, so I use this Dave & Buster's card. Here's your gift card. This one's on me. That's a lot cuter. But this won't be in the pictures, by the way. I don't have time. There it is. That is card number 2. Just a reminder, if you don't have that die cut, just grab the little, this one's on me. Grab the little best label punch and punch it out. But I actually think it should go this direction. Like that. Okay, there we go. Card number 2. You can win this, possibly, if you comment on this video, even on replay. Okay, this one has to go somewhere special because it's my a swap. All right, card number 3. Last but not least, card number 3. We have a basic white card base, 5.5 by 8.5. Cut your 8.5 by 11.5. Fold it in half with the bone folder. I like to align the 2 corners on the table against my thumb and then fold. Less chance of shifting in that case. This will be a portrait card as well. The last one was landscape. This one's portrait. And then for my layers here, I have petal pink. I have the petal pink and light pecan and white coffee swirls / marble design paper. It's the back side of the hearts that I just used. Then I have this circle die right here. This one is from a current product in the mini catalog. It's the, oh my gosh, hold on. That says Latte Love dies, so I've switched my packaging. Hold on. Everyday Details dies. My goodness. Okay. It is the Everyday Details dies, and one of mine is missing because Landa has it for the retreat there's another rectangle here. But anyway, everyday details. When you cut these circles and rectangles out, it makes these little holes in the edges. Perfect circles all the way around. And I'll have the measurements for you, of course, over on the blog. Oh, I'm glad I discovered that now and not at retreat. Okay, so I have that circle. Then I have pre-die cut the pieces to make the French press. So I used rose gold foil, which is retiring while supplies last. I use the one that's more like a flat, like it is foil and shiny, but it's not as shiny. I don't know. And then you also get two other ones. One is way more iridescent, and the way you can tell the difference between this one and this one is when you shine it in the light. Do you see purples and blues and green, red, blues, and greens, or not? That's the difference in those two. And then this one is not as shiny. So you get all three of those in the rose gold foil, which is retiring. So get it now. This is multiple packs, by the way, combined together that I have. But I think the rose gold, like French press, is like the most luxurious thing you can have. And then I cut with early espresso the piece that goes behind it to complete the French press. There is also another piece, though, that you can put in there that's a little smaller of a cylinder kind of shape. And that can go right here. But because this is already early espresso, I did not cut that one. I also cut I did not stamp it. You can stamp the spoon, but I just cut a rose gold spoon. And then I cut 2 rose gold espresso cups. By the way, these cups, when you cut them, there is a slit in the top of the cup. And then I saw someone else stack them inside each other like this. I'm assuming that's what that slit is for. And you can stack as many cups as you want, and it's so cute. So that slit right there, perfect. It was someone in my team, by the way, who did that. When you cut these mugs, there's 2 dies, and one has the handle going to the right, one to the left. And then also I wanted to point out, when you cut the French press, there is a piece that comes out in the middle here that you don't need. And that is where I very extremely carefully cut these cups from. So you have to really pay attention and get it lined up on your die cut machine perfect, or on the paper perfect, I really should say. And these 2 were cut from these pieces. So, oh, and by the way, it wouldn't be appropriate for this card, but you can cut these. It's a 1 die that cuts out 2 small ovals. You can cut those out and fill in the liquid on those coffee cups. And then last but not least, I pre-die cut out a set of the 4 coffee beans from the designer paper. Now, I could have stamped those as well and cut them out, because there is a stamp, but I die cut the designer paper. Okay, for my greeting, I have a little strip here. Hey, Dorothy, good morning. I think the petal pink swirl pattern is my favorite in the pack. It looks like it has rose gold in it. Exactly. Doesn't it match this rose gold so well? This pack, though, Angelique, it's really hard for me to say what's my favorite, because I'm constantly flip-flopping of the designer paper. But that is one of my favorites for sure. Okay, I have early espresso ink on this 3/4 inch strip of petal pink. I'm going to stamp "Hello there, let's catch up," which I think is literally, again, such a perfect greeting, because who doesn't meet their friends at a coffee shop? Again, even if you don't drink coffee, they sell tea, they sell shakes, basically. They sell food. So let's catch up and let's meet over at the coffee shop. So smart of Stampin' Up. Okay, for this greeting, so it's a 3/4 inch scrap, and I stamped it in early espresso, and look how gorgeous this font is. I'm going to cut the ends at an angle, both of them at the same angle. Kind of giving myself a sore throat with all this talking. Need some water. Okay, now I have all the pieces to put this card together. So let's do that. I'm just going to add a linen thread bow, and otherwise I have all the elements for this card here. So attaching the designer paper to the petal pink. Hold on. It went crooked. Well, I probably placed it crooked is more so, but anyway. Petal pink, and then attach this petal pink to the basic white card base. Again, this card is portrait. I'm going to attach the circle die cup, which is basic white, flat and a little bit over to the left, more toward the top, but not all the way. Then I will assemble the coffee, what is it called? French press. Just using my silicone sheet, putting a little bit of adhesive around different parts there. And I honestly don't know the guaranteed correct way to assemble this, but I just do it so that a little of this little spout here, I'm trying to see it, is exposed at the top on the right on that espresso piece. That's how I've been assembling this. And then, yeah, let's see. I'm looking at my sample. Okay, so now I can attach the coffee press over here toward the left of the circle, so it'll stick off the top and bottom a little bit. I think I'll attach my greeting next with Stampin' Dimensionals. Just about 3 here. So greeting down here toward the bottom, sticking off the right a little bit, and covering up kind of the bottom of the coffee press. The spoon is going to have Stampin' Dimensionals. Again, I just love the mini dimensionals anyway, but then when you have something small like this spoon, they're perfect. You don't even need to trim them. Okay, so spoon will go over here to the left of the coffee press and down into the greeting there. And then my 2 mugs are going to also go on with Stampin' Dimensionals, or my espresso cups or whatever. Over here on the right where the white part is at 2 different angles, overlapping each other. Coffee beans, Stampin' Dimensionals. Just use one and kind of put them down, hanging off the bottom of the greeting. And last but not least is this bow. And then that card will be finished. I'm just going to do another double linen thread bow. Hey, Yvonne, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Lori loved card number 2, the gift card holder. Thank you, Lori. I need to go back and check out Anne Margaret. Oh, Anne Margaret. Did I say your name was Angelique when you said that was your favorite? I think I did. I think I just saw the A. Anne Margaret. This is her favorite pattern. That was my bad. I'm going to go back and catch up on these comments. Oh, and I have extra samples to show you guys. And I have sort of shown these on other videos, but I'll take a little more time on them today. And I think that's all I have left. But anyway, just if you want to stay for that, you can come back and watch it on replay. So I'm putting the double bow on the spoon, like right above the actual spoon part. And that is card number 3. So honestly, like, I think this product just makes it easy to make cards. I mean, honestly, anyone could have come up with this. I cut out the French press and put some cups on there, throw the designer paper, you're good to go. Exactly, Angelique. Can't pick a favorite. Loving them all. Okay, there's card number 1, 2, and 3. One is, oh, sorry, 2 is the gift card holder, where I put that inside. And let me go back here for a second. And then I'm going to show you all these extra samples. Don't forget. So Sue, good morning. Angelique, thank you. Love the gift card holder. That extra coffee mug inside looks great. Thank you so much. And Margaret, I should have made it work yesterday. I know the colors, I agree. And it's, again, credit to Stampin' Up! Because I just copy the colors in the designer paper. Like Calypso Coral and Pecan Pie, who would have, well, I would not have thought of that. The Lost Lagoon and Pecan and Espresso look so good together. V, thank you. Let me see. You over here. Eleanor, thank you also for the tip. Marianne, thank you. No problem being late. Hey, Lori, good morning to you. Nancy, good morning. I'm glad you love the mugs. Let's see. Sue, good morning. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Cindy and Eleanor and Karen. Hey, good morning, Karen. Exactly, Cindy. Not sure which I love the best. They're all awesome. Thank you, Karen. And Eleanor says card 2 is her favorite. See, for me, design, I don't know what, but anyway, card 3 is my favorite. But I do like the gift card holder thing. And I like all the cards. And this is actually a swap I'm doing for my retreat. So obviously I like it. But that's my favorite. But it's something about that rose gold. I just, it's so elegant. Like, Dorothy, good morning and thank you. Jill in Northeast Ohio, thanks for sharing. Della in Jamestown, no problem being late. Della, thanks for sharing. Lori, love card number 2. Hey, Yvonne, good morning. Stacy, thank you so much. Yes, ideas for a set you already own. That's perfect. Brenda, card 3 is her favorite. Yes, Brenda, you're with me on that one. Don't forget, I have the recipe cards for you guys over on the blog, stamptherapist.com, 11 a.m. Central, where you'll get the measurements and the supplies I used. So don't forget about that. You can print them or just look at them. And I got these extra samples here as well that I'll show you in just a sec. Jackie, thank you. Jeanne favors the gift card. Julie, 2 and 3. Yes. Thank you, Sandy. Oh my gosh. Lori, love them all, especially number 3. Thanks, Jeanne. Okay, so these are the ones y'all have a chance to win. Let me put them in the area that I put them in. Okay, so these are 2 different sets of samples, and I'm just keeping them separate for a thing I have coming up. But anyway, these I believe are on-stage swaps I received using the Latte products. So, by the way, this one feels like it needs to be opened. This is from Kathy Spencer. Okay. Oh, yes. Look at her using those die-cut designer paper beans. Also, I love the sponging here or blending brush on the background. Love it, Kathy. This one, gorgeous. That's it. By the way, I was like, I can only make 3 cards tomorrow, plus I'm tight on time. But I wanted to do this designer paper card as well. I mean, cup as well. The big mugs that are open on top. But of course, I was only doing 3 cards and I couldn't fit it in. But they make such good cards. So I don't know who made this one, but super cute. You're the best part of my day. This is from Barbara Bauer. My mouth is itchy. Lori. I don't think her last name's on there. Love the petal pink. Love that mug stamped in petal pink. Sue Glover. Denise Landry. Ooh, is this a gift card holder? I swear I didn't look at this yesterday. Look at that, Denise. Great minds think. Oh my God, I swear this was not my inspiration, but great minds do think alike. And she put, I don't know if you can see it, but there's Wink of Stella on this cup. Look at that, Sue. Good job. Mine's a little slightly different measurement, but look, even designer paper there. So cool. I love it. And then this one, which I can't remember what's inside, but it's real thick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's sticky notes inside. Look at that. She stamped the sticky note with the heart. That's from Stephanie Alton in Austin. Nice, Stephanie. Okay, so these are swaps from Onstage, and I'm keeping them separate because of an event I have coming up. I need to show those off. And then these are just swaps or cards from other classes. So I think some of these are our projects from the Onstage event Alejandra and I had in Houston. Some are from a team incentive I held. And again, some may just be swaps I've received. Here's the inside of the little mugs where you can put the liquid inside there. And here's another one with that designer paper cup. So cute. I don't know how this card got all smashed. That's a gift card holder as well. This one's super cute. And this one, I think they hand cut out the mug. So even if you don't own the dies, just grab that designer paper. Look at that. Very similar to the one I did today as well. I think this is Alejandra's card from Onstage. I should have this memorized, but you know, I think that one is too. There's another gold, rose gold French press. It's another Onstage one, super cute. I think that's Onstage as well. And this one is also, yeah, so these are all either from my events or, oh no, not all. This one's from Betsy. Oh, from my team swaps or Onstage event or my team incentive I held. So anyway, there we go. Thanks, Lori. Debbie, yes, the swaps are awesome. So many awesome swaps, Eleanor. Yes. The colors in card 2 are gorgeous. Yes, love the credit card holder. Lori, thank you. Yes, Julie, just this week for Wednesday, I'm going on retreat tomorrow, and I will be back on, I should be back to Thursday next week. All right, well, everyone, I hope you guys have a great day and week. If you're going on this retreat, I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Thanks, Stacy. Thanks, Sherry. And if not, I'll see you whenever I see you next time. And I will also see you guys next Thursday, 9 a.m. Central, right here in the same place. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.